With the seeds planted, the first ever Marblades tournament is finally underway. Which marble will drive the Blades to victory? Find out right now on MSPN. This is Marblades. Before we get into the action, we'd like to remind everyone of the MSPN sign raffle. The last day to buy tickets for the raffle is next Friday, February 29th. Be sure to click on the link in the description so that you don't miss out on this chance at a one-of-a-kind item. And make sure to follow the MSPN Instagram page for the live drawing. Now, the moment that you've all been waiting for. We welcome you to the first ever main tournament of Marblades here inside of the Marblades Arena. I am Rick O'Shea. As you have a look at the seeds for this tournament, the 1 seed and the 2 seed Talon and Blight have earned themselves a first round bye. We will see the 3 seed against the 6 seed Intellect and Harry. The 4 seed Phoenix will take on the 5 seed Hearth. But before that, we send it back to our studio with Dr. Orb.
Thank you, Rick. Let's take a look at our matchup analysis for Phoenix versus Hearth. They faced off in the seeding tournament with Phoenix winning 2-1. But what if we pause that, rewind, start it all over again? Hearth learned from his mistake in the seeding tournament, that being going all out in offense. However, he's got a plan to change that. Hearth is one of the most versatile marbles in the tournament. He's the only one who can spin both right and left. He's the only one with a triple threat tip. If we take a look here, you'll see the 3 varying options on his tip. The first is what we saw 2 weeks ago, offense. The second is his defensive tip. And third is the tip he'll be on tonight, stamina. Against a heavy hitter like Phoenix, he learned the more stamina, the better. For Phoenix, his downfall in the second round last tournament was poor launches. Many trainers have said he's been spotted during the late hours of the night, making sure that doesn't happen again. Rick, back to you.
Thanks, Doctor. It'll be interesting to see how those different things play out as we begin this first round matchup. Now we will send it down inside of the arena for the first round action.
From the left side, number 5 seed, Hearth. And from the right side, the number 4 seed, Phoenix.
One quick note before we get going, we will start with our 4 seed and 5 seed matchups. The higher seeded marble, or the lower seeded marble, I guess the seed that is the higher number, will start from the left side, launch from the left side, and so their score will show up on the left portion of that scoreboard down on the bottom right corner. We get Hearth against Phoenix, the 4 seed and the 5 seed, and here we go. Right off the bat, it is Phoenix trying to come at Hearth, and it does not work. Adding extra punches after the bell is rung. As you see on this replay, look at Phoenix coming right after Hearth, but just not enough power there. And a 1-0 lead for Hearth, the 5 seed. They're back at it now. Now Hearth goes on the attack a little bit. Phoenix trying to keep it going. Phoenix in trouble. They're both coming to a close quickly, but it's Hearth who holds on long enough. In this first round, it is a best of 5. So as you see on the replay, Hearth has now put themselves in a great position, sort of just stalking, waiting for Phoenix to make a move, and eventually, you see right there, the knockout punch, and Phoenix with a little bit extra at the end, but just not enough. And so Hearth takes a 2-0 lead. Oh, another big hit from Hearth. Phoenix in trouble. Hearth now trying to keep it going, and Phoenix falls again. A huge run as you look at this replay, which started both marbles in the blades just trying to feel each other out, but Phoenix just didn't have much. Hearth really had a big run there. And as you see, it's just not enough as Hearth easily in a sweep 3-0 moves on, defeats the 4 seed Phoenix to take on Blight. And now we will get the 3 seed Intellect against the 6 seed Harry. As you see, We will send it back inside of the stadium for the announcements.
On the left side, the number 6 seed, Harry. And from the right side, the number 3 seed, Intellect.
You will see Intellect and Harry. Harry will go from the left side, and Intellect will go from the right. In this 3 versus 6 seed matchup, Harry trying to come after Intellect. Making big moves. Intellect in a little bit of trouble. Harry, who had to fight through injury to get to this point, falls a little short. Good effort on that first run. Stayed in the corner for a little bit, as you saw in that replay there, and now just tried to make an attempt for Harry, we had previously announced there was a good chance that Harry was not going to make it into this tournament due to an injury sustained during the seeding tournament. Did its best against the 3 seed Intellect. However, and it's a burst! Harry, who had injury early in the seeding tournament, bursts Intellect. And the slow-mo replay, a dominant run. Bursting in the seeding tournament counted as an automatic advancement. It counts as 2 wins here in the best of 5, which means Harry is now in the power position. Puts a big hit on Intellect. Circling Intellect, daring, almost playing with him, and now Harry runs out of steam. Maybe went a little bit too hard, feeling, as you see another look at it, maybe feeling as though there was a little bit of house money to play with there. It did not work out that time for Harry, and we go to a winner-take-all 5th matchup between the 3 and 6 seeds to take on Talon. Marbles not hitting each other yet. Oh, Harry came right at Intellect. And a gutsy effort by Harry. Off the bat, they made a little bit of contact right in the middle, and there just came right after him, and Intellect had nothing for him. So Harry with an upset. Hearth with an upset. The 5th place matchup is Phoenix and Intellect. And the semifinals, both of the lower seeded Marbles move on.
For 5th place, from the left side, number 4, Phoenix. And from the right side, number 3, Intellect.
We are in the 5th place matchup here between Intellect and Phoenix. Oh, big hitter on both sides, and Phoenix falls first, still yet to win a matchup here in this tournament. After going down 3-0 against Hearth, Intellect, who has an attacking of only 2, kind of went right after Phoenix. And now they come back again, and now Phoenix hands it right to Intellect. Look on the replay, Phoenix got outdone the first time, not to happen this time. Just continuing to pound Intellect. Phoenix has an attack of 4, much higher attack rating there. They are right with each other now, and a big hit from Intellect. And right with each other, one big hit right from the very beginning, but then they followed each other along, and a strike, all it took was 1 hit from Intellect to stay up and knock down Phoenix. And in the best of 3, Intellect will win 5th place, which will advance us now further into the semifinals. It'll be Hearth against Blight, and we will send it down back into the arena for that.
From the left side, number 5, Hearth. And from the right side, number 2, Blight.
Whoa, big hit from the very beginning, and Hearth just had nothing for him. Actually, it was a pretty good job by Blight to sustain 1 big hit, as you saw. And now Blight once again coming after Hearth, circling each other around. Who's going to make the fatal mistake? Who's going to make the knockout punch? And this time, in a very close one, it is Hearth to even it up. Playing a game of cat and mouse. Slight touches with each other. And then it was go time. And it's Hearth who comes away with the knockdown punch. You saw the circling of Blight falling into a little bit of trouble there. And although Hearth went down, it's Blight who goes first. 1-1. The semifinals is a best of 5 as well, so you have to win 3. Same approach from both of the marbles. Big hit! And on the replay, they both came after each other. Clearly, this is the matchup that these two Marblades want. Circling each other around, see who's going to make the mistake. And on the replay, it was a very tight one, but Blight takes the 2-1 advantage. Almost as if you couldn't even tell in live action. Once again, they follow each other around. Blight a little bit on the offensive. Hearth in a little bit of trouble. Now Blight is struggling, and Blight falls first to even it at 2. Hearth, after defeating Phoenix 3-0, has a chance to upset Blight in the semifinals and earn a spot in the finale. Clearly, this is exactly what Hearth wants to do. Just follow the other Marblade around, wait for a mistake to happen, and then strike. And there it was again. Blight got in a little bit of trouble, tried to fight back, but it was too little too late. Here we go. Hearth is in a little bit of trouble now. Not exactly stable, following Blight around, attacking Blight. Who's going to fall first? Blight goes down. And a huge upset in the semifinal. Both Marblades went big on that one. An intense matchup there, as Blight and Hearth made contact almost immediately out of the gates. Hearth taking a very offensive attack. Hearth is a 3 in attacking, which is better than Blight's 2. And now Hearth is in the final to take on either Harry or Talon.
From the left side, number 6, Harry. And from the right side, number 1, Talon.
Semifinal number 2, Harry against Talon. Both going at each other, neither wanting to back down. Harry in a little bit of trouble, starting to wobble, still staying alive. Both are going at it. Who's going to fall? Harry goes first. Great effort there from Harry, whose stamina is a 0, the worst rating you can get for stamina. Although, to be fair, Talon's stamina is only a 1. So neither are particularly good at going long lengths in a certain matchup, but they both, as you see here, despite at moments starting to struggle, both stayed up for a long time, and credit there to Talon for winning that first matchup. Once again, it's a best of 5. Talon in a little bit of trouble right off the bat, starting to circle each other around. We saw that in the other semifinal matchup. Harry starting to wobble a little bit. That's been a common theme. Going to have to make some kind of offensive attack. Going at him. Harry is just brought to the ground. Talon overpowering Harry there. Got one big hit in, did Harry, and then it was the following game, rolling around. And ultimately, Harry just doesn't have the ability to stay balanced as long as the other Marblades seem to. Talon and Harry once again going at it. Once again, an offensive attack at the beginning for Harry. That's basically how Harry is going to have to do this. An attacking 4 for Harry, but that time it was no contest, and Talon is into the final. Harry did a good job to get into the semis by upsetting Intellect, but ultimately it was too tall of a task to take on Talon, who almost didn't even have to do much attacking at all in order to take out Harry, and so it'll be the third place matchup between Blight and Harry. Blight came in as the 2 seed, upset by Hearth. Harry with an upset in the first round, and we send it back inside of the arena.
For third place, from the left side, number 6, Harry. And from the right side, number 2, Blight.
The third place matchup is a best of 3. So you need to win 2. Going at each other, and saw on that replay there a big first hit for Blight. Put Blight high up into the air, had to regain the footing, and ultimately the quiet but consistent attack of Harry gets that first matchup. Blight, big hit from Harry, and Harry falls. Harry tried the offensive attack, and getting some jabs in at the end is Blight to even us at 1. This is winner take all for a spot on the podium. Harry, the lowest seed, almost didn't get to compete. It would be a Cinderella story to get on the podium. Trying to come after Blight. Blight looks good, though. Confident. Harry in trouble. Harry goes down, and the third place win belongs to Blight. You could see that Harry just doesn't have the balance and did what they could to try to make an effort to go after Blight, but Blight was sitting right in the middle confidently the entire time, wore down Harry, and gets third place. And so now we head to the finale. It is Talon. It is Hearth. For a chance to win the Marblades main tournament for the first time, we send it back inside of the arena one more time.
And the finale, from the left side, number 5, Hearth. And from the right side, the number 1 seed, Talon.
The championship is a best of 7. You need to win 4. Right now it is Talon circling Hearth, playing Hearth's own game from the semifinals and from the first round matchup. Both are still staying a long time on. Right at each other they are going. They are making contact. Who's going to fall first? They are still going with each other. Both are going down. It is Hearth who falls first. Great matchup on the first game of this long match. At first, Talon almost toying with Hearth, playing the way that Hearth played in the first round and the semifinals, and then it just became jab after jab after jab from both sides. Both started to fall similarly, and a great job by Talon to stay up just long enough, as you see here. Talon not much further behind from Hearth, but it is a 1-0 lead for the favorite in this finale. Hearth in trouble right off the bat. Talon once again circling, coming after him, but Talon got a little too overzealous there and falls. Got a little too confident, just like we kind of saw with Harry earlier playing with house money. This time this was Talon trying to put the hammer down and finds himself in trouble now as Hearth evens it at 1. Both staying steady. Talon gives a little shove to Hearth. Hearth gives it right back. Once again, just like that first matchup, they are going at each other jab after jab. Who's going to get it? Who wants it more? They're both going to the ground. Hearth falls first again. It's 2 out of 3 times that it's been very tight. Both times, Talon has been able to hold on just long enough. The 0 to 5 ratings for these marbles clearly don't always tell you exactly what you would think. Hearth is a 3 in stamina compared to Talon's 1, but so far it's been Talon outlasting Hearth. Both coming at each other, giving each other hits, but unfortunately for Hearth, unable to hold on long enough. Both competitors giving an exceptional effort. As you see, they were both coming to the ground closely. And now, a 2-1 lead. Still 2 more needed before Talon can be crowned a champion. Hearth staying in a good offensive position. Good spot for defense, too, for both of these marbles. Once again, they are tight with each other. Once again, it's going to come down to who falls first. They are both close, and it is again Talon who holds on long enough. This has been so tight in this final. It's a 3-1 lead, but the individual matchups have been very, very close. As you see, Hearth tried to go on a more offensive attempt that time. At this point, Hearth almost needs a burst to get right back in it. A burst for Hearth, which we said, remember, counts as 2 wins instead of an automatic knockout because of the series format that we're playing in, would get it to a 3-3 and a winner-take-all, if you will, game number 7, as you see on the screen. Once again, almost an exact replay of the third matchup, that last matchup, and then the first matchup of this final. They look almost exactly the same every time. Each of the 3 wins have been very similar. Here we go. We might have a champion right here. Talon coming after Hearth. Hearth trying to stay in the middle. As balanced as possible. Talon circling. Now Hearth tries to circle a little bit. Giving it right back. Oh, Hearth is in trouble. Hearth goes down, and Talon wins it. A dominant display by Talon. Playing their own game, playing their competitor's game. It doesn't even matter. This one was more of a beatdown than the others, outlasting, and that time just outpowering Hearth. As you get ready for the knockout punch to win the championship here of this first ever Marblades tournament, and there it was. Hearth goes down, and Talon is the champion of the first ever Marblades main tournament. We have a chance for a very special exhibition match between 2 new Marblades. They are Thrasher and Gray Skull. And we'll send it back inside of the arena for the announcements and the introductions.
From the left side, Thrasher. And from the right side, Gray Skull.
Thrasher in the red, Gray Skull, as you would expect, in the gray-black look. And it is Thrasher who falls first. This is a best-of-3 exhibition, a chance for these 2 Marblades to show themselves and show what they are about, and what they can be. Thrasher is a huge attacker. However, that did not work this time, as Thrasher goes down first. Neither Marblade particularly skilled in defense or stamina. And as you can see, Gray Skull kind of went down towards the end. Back at it again. Look at these 2 Marblades go back and forth. Gray Skull gives it to Thrasher. Oh, a burst! We saw 1 burst earlier, and now we see another in an exhibition matchup. How about that? We told you, I just said just a second ago, that Thrasher is a huge attacker, and Thrasher just gave it to him and put the hammer down on Gray Skull. Look at the up-close matchup as you just see that Marblade explode. Oh, another one! Look at that! Another burst for Thrasher. Dominance on offense as Gray Skull can do nothing but watch and hope that they're okay. That is a huge hit again. And it came right after Thrasher on that replay. You saw it jumped over Gray Skull. An impressive showing. Wow. That was something. Another look. And another burst. A 2-parter that time for Thrasher. Wow. That was impressive. Yet again. And so, as you see Talon defeating Hearth, we have a look at our final look at the Marblades tournament. A champion is crowned. Talon gets the win after being the 1 seed overall. The second place winner is Hearth. Third place goes to Blight. Fourth place is Harry. Fifth place is Intellect. And sixth place is Phoenix. Thank you for watching the Marblades main tournament. Hopefully many more of these to come. But until then, I'm Ricochet, and this is MSPN.